Freezing your SEO. Four iffy reasons why people feel we're wrong, and one not so iffy. We previously, about a month ago, started to talk about freezing SEO unless you knew where you were standing in the unknown economic environment coming. It was previously suggested to pause, and that was a few months earlier. This is my online toolbox with our weekly quick tips and reminders focusing now on SEO. And previously, last month, we started to talk about marketing advice during a tsunami. And of course, a lot of people are not prepared for the economic uncertainty, which is why we show that overturned boat. And we also show a lot of people kind of just standing around and watching what's going to happen, but not necessarily taking any preparation steps for what could be the most adverse situation as well as the most opportunistic situation. We've been targeting topics such as websites and Facebook, Google My Business, YouTube, Instagram, email, and even paid advertising such as pay-per-click and Facebook advertising. But we clearly want to make sure you're aware of the differences of the direct SEO topics and the technical SEO topics. And that's where we guide people to pause and evaluate cash flow versus your time on these topics. And that's where we're being met with the most resistance. Some of it's coming from people who are offering these monthly services, and we will continue to remind people to not sign up for anything new or even continue anything pertaining to recurring fees, because canceling any time is a distraction, and the last thing you need to do is have surprises such as the ones that are definitely coming anyway on the various different things that you've signed up for on a monthly, quarterly, or annual basis that's going to appear on these credit cards anyway. So when we're talking about freezing your SEO unless, we were met with a lot of resistance, and what happened was, like clockwork, most of the communications were not coming from the actual owners of the construction companies. They were coming from the technical folk who were being told or asked to pause temporarily while people evaluate what their services are. And then what happened was, like clockwork, people started to utilize this very popular periodical, and it comes from Search Engine Journal, which is actually a very reputable firm, and also the story, 5 completely sane reasons why you shouldn't stop SEO, also is a good story. And you could look at the URL and go to the full story later, but we want to just cut to the point, which is one, the date of the story was from March. A lot changed from January, February, March, April, May, and now going into June. So please recognize that we're not in a long term discussion here. We're talking about a tsunami that's still taking place. So a lot of these topics, you can't look at them anymore as a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year topic. You have to look at them as a 1 month, 2 month, 3 month topic. So here's the topics. First is search engine marketing can produce cash. That's iffy because a lot of things could produce cash, so it just sounds good. Search is measurable. Iffy too, because if a lot of people are looking but not buying, who cares about the search engine measuring devices, whatever the analytical tools are? We covered that actually in our previous episodes. When there's scarcity, people search. Iffy, big deal. People still need products and services. Iffy too, for requiring just SEO, because nothing's changing other than, again, they may be looking, but they're not buying. And eventually things will get back to normal. And that's not so iffy, but then again, that particular phrase could be used just like saying we all would like you to make more money, we all want you to be healthy, we would all like you to just grow and prosper, and say all the buzzwords that just make people feel good. But the reality is, yes, things will eventually get back to normal. But during this short time of uncertainty, that does not mean the technical aspects of SEO should just be on autopilot and you should be praying that something may become of it when there's other things that you could be doing with your money. So freeze your SEO unless you clearly know where the money is being spent. And don't forget, with SEO, fresh content for new and updated website pages is SEO in general. Getting customer reviews via Google My Business and Facebook also impacts SEO. Getting inbound links to your website covers the topic. So does adding YouTube videos with proper titles, adding Facebook content driving viewers back to your site, as well as having emails driving viewers back to your site. All have their direct impacts on SEO related topics. So we did say freeze, if you're unsure where your money is going. This is my online toolbox. Please like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Never forget to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. We wish you all the good health, and we'll see you real soon.